Hello friends, let's start question 3. So you have a fabric workspace that contain a lakehouse and semantic model 1, and you plan to create a data pipeline in pipeline 1 for ingestion purpose, and you have a parameter in your pipeline 1 which is param 1, which is type of the integer. So now you need to ensure that the pipeline expression returns the param 1 as an integer value. And how should you specify the parameter value? So for that, let's see available options. So you have these options. Basically, you need to find out how you can call, how can use the parameter which you have in your pipeline. So before we select any options, let's do analysis. So these are the requirements we have. So we have Fabric workspace having the lakehouse and semantic model 1. We are planning to create a pipeline, which is pipeline 1 for ingestion purpose, and we have parameters, which is integer type, and we need to use that one, and we need to return as an integer value. So this is the clue. So for that, you can see that you have this design for that, and here you can see that I have a pipeline 1 having the parameter 1, which is type of the integer. And inside pipelines, I have activity. You can have here copy activity, but I have just used set variable activity. And I would like to consume these parameters in here. So you can see that this is the correct syntax for that. So now let's go to in Fabric. I just would like to show the syntax for that. So here you can see that in my Fabric one, I have 3 activities. So this is the one. So this is the pipeline first of all. It has a parameters and it has a parameter integer. And here you can see that settings. So this is the expression. So if I use like double quote, then this is anyway it's incorrect. Its pipeline will fail. So that option is cannot be right. If I use options like as it is, however, I do not need to remember the syntax. I can just come here, delete, and I just select available parameters. So we have a param 1, so I can just select that. That's it. So you can see this is the correct syntax for that. So you can select that, and this is another one. So in case if you want to use like bracket, this is correct one if you want to use a value as a string, but we need to use value as an integer. So in that case, this is also not a right option. So correct option is this one, which is without brackets and like that. So you can see here outputs. So this is the one I ran this pipeline, and you can see that these two, which is failing, and only this one is correct one, which returning the correct output, which is in integer format, and its value is 5. So however, if you want to need output in string format, then this is the correct one. So if I change here variable, this variable is integer, but if I see string one, that's perfectly fine. And if I run this pipeline, now you will see that you will get answers even in brackets as well. So this will be run correctly. So this option is correct if you want answer in a string format, but we need answer in integer format. That's why even bracket options also not correct. So see, it's run successfully, but now if I see the output of that, then you will see it has brackets. So this is a string value, but we need the output as an integer value. So because of that, we can use these options. So if I go back in here, this one. So now let's see options, correct options. So correct options is this one. Yet pipelines parameters dot params, because it's written a integer value. These three are incorrect value because you cannot use brackets in there. It will give you syntax errors and your pipeline will fail. So this one is not correct. However, if you do not have here this quotation, then it's similar to this one, so then it works. Or if you have curly brackets here, but if you need output as a string, then also this it can be correct. And these two options are incorrect because there is no any syntax like brackets here unless it's array, but here our parameters is integer value, so this is not correct as well. And here you can see there is extra days. So this is also not a right answer. So correct answer is yet pipelines dot parameters dot value. With that, thank you for this.